We have yet another actor who we need to talk about who fled Hollywood. This is an occurrence that continues to happen time and time again. We continue to see story after story of actors and celebrities who are continuing to flee Hollywood for various reasons. Some are nefarious, others make sense, are justifiable, because as we know, California is a terrible place to live, which makes Hollywood a terrible place to live, and it makes sense why they would want to leave that. But ironically, those are a lot of the same people that vouched for the same policies that made California a terrible place. But all of that aside, we have yet another actor who has done the same thing, Zac Efron. Now, before we get into the reasons and the story of him actually fleeing Hollywood, I wanted to share this because as I was doing some research on Zac Efron, seeing what he was up to recently, this is a story that literally just came out like 3 days ago. Zac Efron says he almost died after shattering his jaw. So there's a lot of fans that are speculating that he got plastic surgery because of his new like structure of his jaw and everything else, but apparently he didn't. It wasn't because of plastic surgery. It was funny, he told Entertainment Tonight, about people thinking he had gone under the knife. It sucks, I almost died, but we're good. While promoting his new film, Efron put the rumors to rest as he had actually been injured. The actor reportedly shattered his jaw and had to have it wired shut after he slipped in a puddle of water near his home. Someone close to him told him that word on the street was he had undergone plastic surgery. My mom told me, he said, I never really read the internet, so I don't really care. Which, you know, I mean, that story is just kind of crazy, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. Zac Efron is definitely not a guy that needs to get any sort of plastic surgery whatsoever, but let's get into the actual story here of what's going on. So Zac Efron was one of the many celebrities who left Hollywood during the pandemic. Now he's living out of a van. We've seen story after story of this type of stuff happening. Everyone from, like, Tom Hanks to, you know, frickin' Matthew McConaughey to all these different actors and actresses and celebrities who are continuing to leave Hollywood and California in general. So Zac Efron is now apparently living out of a van. So let's get into this story here and see what's going on. But Zac Efron is a unique person. He's someone that I honestly have a lot of fascination for. He seems to be a pretty down-to-earth type of guy, actually, for the most part. Like, he did this really, really good show. I think it's called Down to Earth with Zac Efron, if I remember correctly. But it's a really, really good show. I highly recommend going to check it out if you get a chance. But Zac Efron made the same transition that other actors made during the pandemic and leaving the United States for Australia. Okay, so, I mean, that doesn't really make much sense to me. Why would you want to leave the U.S. to go to Australia during the pandemic? Okay, whatever. After selling his LA property, he made the move in 2021 to the beachy haven of Byron Bay. Now, it seems like the High School Musical actor is spending his days now living out of a van. While Zac Efron has property over in Byron Bay and makes occasional visits to LA for his friends and career, he currently lives a pretty transient life. He told Men's Health what the benefits of living out of a van have done for his life. So apparently he's just like chilling and hanging out in his van over in Australia. I'm in a van trying to travel and see as much of the world as I can, or just hiking in the woods and camping, which honestly sounds like, literally just sounds like Zac Efron. If you watch the Down to Earth show, you know that this is exactly what kind of a person he is, which honestly just makes him, you know, at least a little bit more, at least cool than a lot of the celebrities that we continue to see coming out of Hollywood. But yeah, it's just kind of crazy, man. This is something that, I mean, it's pretty bad when people are literally leaving LA, California, to move to Australia. That's bad. That's really, really bad. I mean, Australia is just full of things that can kill you, like, everywhere you go. No, I'm just kidding. But that's just a joke that Americans like to say about Australia. But yeah, so this is just crazy. And like I said, it's the thing that's so crazy about this is that we continue to see celebrity after celebrity continuing to leave Hollywood, leave that terrible place, that place in LA and everything else, for various reasons, and a lot of them just stem from a lot of terrible things that continue to happen in Hollywood that we all are aware of, that we all know is happening. So with that being said, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.